What's good, cyberspace? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne. So guys, I want to get into this People magazine article about Mackenzie Bezos divorcing her teacher husband. So this is one of the richest women in the world, and she divorces her teacher husband of a year or two, maybe. This one is hilarious, but you know, unfortunately, I don't think he secured the bag. I don't think he, ended up getting alimony or anything, or even getting her pregnant or having a kid. They should have adopted a kid so he could get child support. Actually, he should have played the game, but it seems like he didn't. It seems like he may or may not have been in it for just love. I don't really know, but it looks like she wasn't trying to settle down, and maybe she thinks she deserves better. Maybe she believes that he doesn't make enough money. So let's get into it. Inside Mackenzie Scott's multi-billion-dollar divorce from Seattle school teacher Dan Jewett. Okay, so Mackenzie Scott and Dan Jewett's separation agreement mean there won't be any trials, family law attorney David Glass tells People. Mackenzie Scott is one of the wealthiest women in the world, with a net worth of $27.9 billion as of Friday morning. According to Bloomberg Billionaires Index on Monday, the 52-year-old filed a petition for divorce from her husband, Seattle school teacher Dan Jewett, after marrying in California last year. Despite her wealth, their divorce will likely be pretty standard and vanilla, according to a family law attorney, David Glass, who viewed the filing, which was submitted to Washington State's King County Superior Court on Monday. Court documents did not confirm the presence of a prenuptial agreement between Scott. Wow, so she didn't even have him sign a prenup. So maybe they really thought that it was going to be real love and they just took the L. Who was previously married to Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, and Jewett, who did not contest the divorce, the New York Times noted in its report. However, the former couple agreed on the terms of the separation, including what becomes of the marital property in a separation contract. So he's an idiot, honestly. He should have came up. A separation contract under Washington law is when you say to your spouse, we're going to get divorced and we can work out all the details ourselves. Let's write it up in an agreement and we'll just notify the court that we've figured everything out, says Glass, who does not represent either party. And so that's what they did here. Washington state law allows divorcing couples to keep a separation agreement completely private. Glass adds, noting that in this case, Scott and Jewett appear to already have the terms of their divorce entirely settled. They each had their lawyers. They figured out who's keeping what estate, who's keeping what asset. They decided that there wouldn't be any sort of spousal support, and because they don't have any children together, they didn't have to get into the issue of custody, he adds. So he is not getting spousal support. How many times do you see this, right, where you have a very rich individual, usually a man, marrying a woman, and that woman doesn't seek spousal support? It rarely happens. So this just goes to show the honor and the integrity and the man keeping his word and all that kind of stuff. Because if the roles were reversed, as you can see, Mackenzie Bezos didn't walk away with nothing. She walked away and became the richest woman, on the planet for a period of time. So as you can see, she was not going to do that. But this guy didn't divorce grape her, which he's pretty much stupid, honestly. But they decided that there wouldn't be any sort of spousal support and children, Okay. And so you basically inform the court in Washington state, we have a separation agreement. We don't need you for anything other than the issue to issue the divorce decree. Because the state's laws allows for separation agreements to be kept private, Glass says that no one will ever know how exactly Scott and their Jewett are separating their assets beyond the couple themselves and their attorneys, unless they choose to disclose that information. As Glass tells People, page 3 of Scott's divorce petition contains a consent form from Jewett agreeing to the filing in its entirety, which Glass says will likely help the divorce process happen quickly and smoothly. So he signed off saying, "I agree to all this. Please just have us divorced," Glass tells People. So there won't be any trials, there won't be any court appearances, and there likely won't be any other papers filed with the court until the court issues the one piece of paper that says you're now divorced and you're each single. Though it appears Scott and Jewett's divorce is amicable, Glass says it's hard to predict how long the court will take before it issues that divorce decree. Let's see. They filed this on the 23rd and didn't get posted until on the website, or didn't get posted until on the website until, okay, that's a typo. Glass tells People, so it's hard to tell if both parties agree. There is no waiting period. For contrast, Glass notes that California state laws says divorcing couples have to wait 6 months for a divorce decree, even under similar circumstances. Scott shares 4 children with Bezos, 58. The two were married for 25 years before they announced their split in 2019. Since her divorce from Bezos, Scott has spoken about her goal of giving away vast amounts of her wealth. So why didn't she give some to her husband? She really should have, popped him off a couple billy, you know what I mean? Earlier this month, she gifted her Beverly Hills estate worth $55 million to support the nonprofit California Community Foundation and their affordable housing grant making and immigrant integration program. In March, Scott donated $436 million to Habitat for Humanity. Previously, the philanthropist donated $2.7 billion to 286 underfunded organizations that fight against wealth inequality, and in December 2020, Scott and a team of advisors donated $4.2 billion to organizations across the U.S. that helped with relief during the COVID-19 pandemic. As the Washington Post reported, Scott and Jewett first met at her children's school. All right, guys, so it's possible that there was a relationship between the two before she actually got divorced from Bezos. So that would be a sign of monkey branching. She's not yours, it's just your turn, whatnot. It's very honorable that he didn't walk away with his pound of flesh, but a true player would have walked away with a bag. So, I get it, but me personally, I would have had to walk away with a bag. Okay, she knew what she was doing when she was marrying a bum teacher, so I would have had to walk away with a bag. Not saying the teachers are bum, but I'm just saying compared to her, all right, like as far as earning income and whatnot, because some people might consider me a bum, and that's fine, all right. So, but yeah. He should have walked away with a bag, all right? Because most of the women would have took their pound of flesh like she took her pound of flesh from Jeff Bezos. So, guys, let me know what you think. Anyways, you already know what it is. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your cash app so I know you paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking game with the BS. And you already know. Reclaim your throne. Reclaim your throne.